Hello and welcome to today's tutorial. Today's tutorial will be a quick one. Today we'll be treating what is called a palindrome. So a palindrome is basically a word that can be spelled either way and it will match. In other words, if you spell from the beginning to the end or you spell it from the end to the beginning, you will have the same match. So we can look at palindrome examples here. So I can just say palindrome examples. Okay, so we have very common ones. We have civic. So if you spell it from CIVIC and you spell it backwards, you have the same thing. Same goes for reader. Same goes for level rotor. So in JavaScript, we want to write a code that determines whether a string, we use a string, whether a string is a palindrome or not. So to do this, first of all, let's just say we have a string here. So we can just say palindrome. We can say okay, an empty string for now. Okay, let's just say string. Okay, we'll give better examples later. So what is the first step we want to do? Some of the strings we may have may come with spaces, it may come with an underscore, So what we want to do usually is we want to first sanitize. They call it string sanitization. We want to first sanitize the string. So instead of declaring a new variable, we can still work with the existing variable and say palindrome. Then we can change it to lowercase here. So now if this is string, we will have string. This is important because when it's time to compare, in case we use in case we don't use a strict comparison, maybe we just use the one for two equal signs like this. It's best to just make everything lowercase to just avoid any issues when we're trying to compare. Okay, now what is the next step we should do? The first step is to reduce, change all to lowercase, The second step would be to remove non-word characters. By non-word characters, I mean things like maybe digits, yeah, maybe digits or spaces. Yeah. So what we need to do, we can still do that on. Can we? Okay, let's just make it tidier. Okay, we can just do this. We can say still part of normal string sanitization. We can say palindrome. Our palindrome would be to replace, and this is what we'll do here. We'll first put this and make it global. Then we're going to change or replace any non-word character with a space. So we're not done yet. This will be like this. We will put a bracket like this. Then we want where's the key now? We want non-word characters and underspaces. So to understand what I've done, here is we have W3 scores here. So if you look at this, for anything W, yes, small letter W, lowercase. What it does is it's a global. This is a global set for word characters. So for capital W, it is for non-word characters. So that's where word characters is AZ, small AZ, capital AZ, then 0 to 9. Then that means, remember, this a word character is this one. So this is like the inverse. So anything that doesn't match all this is what we're going to target in these scripts. Okay, in this script. So that's what we're doing here. So yeah, so we should still have string by now. So the next thing we want to do is this. The next thing we want to do is we want to what we have here, we want to reverse it. We want to reverse this. So the way to reverse this is we can come here, then change the string. This is a little bit technical. We can change the string. We can change it to an array so that we can leverage on the array method called reverse. then at the same time switch back to a string. Okay, the split reverse join is a common JavaScript method. I've explained this in one of my older tutorials. So now that means if we had string before, what we've got now is GNIRTS. Okay, yeah, that's the way. So instead of this, then I would probably want to say I'll just say reversed palindrome, something like that. Okay, then then the next thing is we want to compare if palindrome is equals to reverse palindrome. Okay, we just want to compare that. So to compare that, we can just say console.log. We can evaluate that inside console.log. So I can save this now. Then instead of string now, we can just come here, then look for some Nigerian states now. So this Oyo states OYO looks like a clear example of a palindrome. It's even short, and just by mere looking at it, we can easily tell. So let's start with that. So I will just come here and say OYO and save. Then I can come here. After coming here, then we can just reload that. So we have true. Okay, we have no title here. I don't like working without title. So without a heading tag. So I can just say how to check if string is a palindrome. Okay, so we had true here for Oyo State. So again, we can reload that, and we have true here. So let's try to make it. Let's try to change the case. Let's just say O, capital O, okay, and capital Y then small o. Let's see whether we still have true. So if I reload, we still have true. Okay, that's cool. Then I can come here. Then let's look for another Nigerian states. Let's look at Ondo states. Ondo state looks like a palindrome, but I don't believe it is. So we can just close this, and I can just say Ondo states. Then I can come here. Then we can now reload. Then we should have false. So that's false. So that's how to check if a string is a palindrome or not. See you in the next tutorial. Bye.